said even though the situation is worrying, the training came at a better time because all that was about to change. She said with the support of the Marine Protocol, Marine and Aviation Insurance Database, and more importantly, expertise by stakeholders, the future looks promising. President of the Ghana Insurance Association, GIA, said Aklasi, on his part, highlighted the importance of understanding the marine cargo insurance, indicating that the country records $45 billion worth of import and export annually. Meanwhile, the president of IBAG, Shaibu Ali, is upbeat about a lot of marine cargo businesses following the new law that seeks to imprison importers that fail to insure their cargoes. He's however confident that with the right structures in place, marine cargo insurance could overtake motor insurance in terms of gross written premiums. If you just joined us, you're listening to Maritime and Port News. DP World handled 59.6 million TEUs across its global portfolio of container terminals during the first 9 months of 2022, with gross container volume increasing by 2.0% year-on-year. In the third quarter, DP World handled 20.1 million TEUs, up 1.5% year-on-year. The third quarter gross volume growth was mainly driven by Asia Pacific, Middle East and Africa, Americas and Australia, with a strong performance from Qingdao, China, ATI in the Philippines, LCIT Thailand, Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, Vancouver, Canada, Posoja, Ecuador and Santos, Brazil, as well as Australia. Jebel Ali in the UAE handled 3.5 million TEUs in the third quarter of 2022, up 2.0% year-on-year. At a consolidated level, our terminals handled 34.6 million TEUs, up 1.9% year-on-year in the first 9 months of 2022. On a third quarter 2022 consolidated level, the port handled 11.7 million TEUs, increasing 2.7% on a reported basis. Final preparations are underway for the operational and commercial launch of Côte d'Ivoire Container Terminal (CIT) in the port of Abidjan next month. AP Moller Maersk 2,906 TEU Safe Marine Cameroon recently made its first call at the terminal, operated by a joint venture between Maersk APM Terminal and Mediterranean Shipping Company, MSC's Boulogne Ports. The test call follows the successful testing of the terminal's equipment earlier this month, which also included the first test port call by 1,879 TEUs MSC Florinia. CIT is Abidjan's second container terminal and is set to hold a central place in the sub-regional trade. Boulogne, acquired earlier this year by MSC, and APM Terminal invested more than $400 million in its development. It will be labeled as a green terminal by Bureau Veritas and be capable of handling more than 1.5 million TEUs per year, accommodating vessels with draught of 16 meters along its 1,100 meters of quays. 450 direct jobs will be secured and thousands of indirect jobs. At the end of the 20-year concession, the asset will be returned to Port Autonomy d'Abidjan. Uninspired COVID lockdowns at the world's largest port, Nimbo's Wushan port, is having an impact on vessel traffic despite Chinese authorities insisting volumes are normal. A COVID outbreak was first detected in Nimbo on Thursday last week, with the district Daxi quickly placed in lockdown over the weekend. By Monday, however, the outbreak had spread to Bilion, an area that houses the most amount of terminals at the port of Nimbo Wushan, the world's largest port in overall tonnage terms and third largest when it comes to containers. The port city has faced repeated lockdowns over the past couple of years, with Chinese leader Xi Jinping reaffirming in recent days he has no plans yet to take the brakes off his zero-COVID policy. Tracking green channels and closed-loop management were quickly installed at the port. However, delays are being reported with significant drops in available truck drivers. Data provided to Splash by maritime analytics firm Marine Traffic highlights how shipping traffic was especially hard hit on Monday. That will be all for this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News, proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in oil shipping solutions. Contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. My name is Nanesi Boateng, my producer, Kwekwa Boje. Have a great day.
Spanish garlic mixture and then the capsules. A boa moja dear for send when the pedianum ye.
Yen so kwan so dwumadi hia mo man bia